deformed. I'm asking, is anybody deformed?
Is there a church anywhere around here? I'm going to butt in.
Sorry.
Is anyone in
Look,
this
if
village
anybody else
deformed?
wants to jump in,
I just did.
That bit that you all reinstalled.
You might have
We are
to just
fully
refresh
prepared.
the audio inputs to make sure that they are all what they say they are.
Hey, who? Me.
Specifically you, just you.
That's a blessing.
Well, hello then. In that case,
But we can still hear
you can
him.
hear us, so we can talk. If we're talking, then that's all right. Welcome everybody. I'll do an introduction. Welcome.
Can you hear Croy?
Welcome to everybody. We are playing some Dungeons and Dragons tonight. We're going to be playing this, which is the second part of the adventure that you might remember from a couple of weeks back. Dreams in the Witch Room. Dreams in the Witch Room, and we took the characters through into the town of Ostenwald, where they were able to uncover a mystery. One of their members, Secrets of Righteous, had been accused, and it turned out to be rightfully so, that there was a child had gone missing. But turned out that it was under the bequest of a rather nasty denizen, a witch who had managed to secrete herself into the corner of some shadow space somewhere in a pocket universe or something, we don't know what. And yeah, so they managed to get into that space, rescue the child, but not without cost, because the barbarian, I think, what Thrum, he became somewhat dependent on. Well, he turned to alcohol after that experience because
He's heavily turned to alcohol.
it was so fearsome that yeah, he had to have some sort of pillar of sanity there, to borrow a phrase from an entirely different game. And yeah, so that was the previous adventure, and this adventure carries on from that, and we'll get into a bit more about what this adventure is now, and I'll hand you back over to Infinity, who I assume has now.
Yes, you should be all be able to hear me now.
Shame.
Oh well. Yes, so welcome guys. So this is part. It's not part 2. This is episode 2. So this is, we're all rolling the same characters, so if you didn't catch episode 1, I suggest you stop, keep this in the background so that we get the view, but go and watch episode 1. Then you get to see all of our characters, and it was a really good two episodes, I think it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was a blast. So tonight we'll be taking off with the same characters but a different story setting, which should be quite interesting.
So can I just say, you said if you didn't catch the first characters, you don't need to now, because you've done something really cool.
Yes, that's true.
Underneath.
Yes, so going forward, where we can, we'll try and do it for every campaign that we're going to do. Down below, if you scroll down on the Twitch stream, right now, we have a little window that you can click on, and you can select all the games that are currently running. If we were doing multiple sessions, we'll leave the games there in case you ever want to know it. You click on that, you can see basic information about our characters and who we are, more importantly, so you can see who's who on the stream. Because I keep going into games and people are like, oh, I've heard your voice before, and I'm like, yes, it's me.
Yeah, that the other night, didn't you?
Yeah. So yeah, do check that out. And if you haven't already, guys, please come and join us on the Discord. There's a lot of conversations going on about multiple different games that are coming up, games that we're already running. We're already getting a few people now who are getting ready to join in on the first couple of games, hopefully, for the first time. Some for the first time, some for the first time with us. So it'll be nice to see some new faces over the next few weeks, months. Does not mean that we're full by any means. We are constantly looking to rotate people around. The regulars that you see all around, hopefully we'll get rid of them at some point, because we enjoy playing games, but we don't always want to be the face. You know, so don't worry, we'll get you on. And obviously, if you don't want to be on the stream, don't worry about it. We are on the verge of getting some non-streamed games up and running or in the makes of it. But obviously, we can't do it if we don't have people who want to join. So if you are interested in any way, shape, or form, please get in that Discord and join us. And you also get to see what's coming up, because we've now got a lovely little calendar that Angie's going to keep up to date.
Yeah, I'll keep it up to date. It doesn't mean it's going to be correct, and it doesn't mean it get amended every other day.
Yeah. Yes.
I've got the wrong game or the wrong type of game, or
yeah. But if you just want to chat about D&D, best place to go as well. We can help you out, give you any conversations and whatnot. And we've got a lot of techie people in our Discord now, so any issues that you might think of yourself on doing streams like this yourself, we're more than happy to give you a hand on.
yeah, I'm always happy to help with anything like that.
And we do play other games. We do, we are not just a bunch of geeky D&D nerds. We have been playing some other games throughout the week. We played a bit of that Phasmophobia. We were playing an airship game today. We'll have to look at streaming that at some point. But it's a lovely collection of people who, it's not always about D&D. It's mainly about D&D, but it is a very friendly atmosphere. So if you're not already, get in and get chatting.
Yay!
Also
Yay.
follow our YouTube. Get on our YouTubes. Any of our streams, thanks to Twitch. Twitch have updated everything these days. So our VODs that we've done do not stick on Twitch for long. They're only on Twitch for about a month.
14 days. 14 days.
14 days. 14 days, and then that's it. They're gone off Twitch, but we are getting them transferred over to our YouTube. So if you've missed any of our streams, head on over to our YouTube. They're all there for you to watch, and they will continue to be transferred over. So yeah, thanks Twitch for that, but yeah, get onto our YouTube and give us some support there. And also, new trailers may end up showing up on the YouTube before you see them live on Twitch, if you get onto that.
We're going to get some new trailers, are we? Oh,
yeah!
yeah, we did.
We
I forgot
are-
about them.
we are
I'll get
working
back on
on
that
them.
tomorrow.
We are working on them.
We
so
are.
They
We
should
are.
be up before long, hopefully. The idea is before we get any big campaigns up and running, we're going to try and get some trailers sorted. So yeah. And that's it from me.
Yeah.
So if you can unmute if you've muted because you don't want to listen to me rabble on. Now's the
just
time
press
to
the button.
unmute. We're going to get ready to play the game.
Over to GM, GK,
Passing it over to Cry,
GM.
our brilliant, usual DM. It's Dungeons and Dragons. We're allowed to use it. DM for tonight's campaign.
Welcome. Yeah, thank you. So, 30 years ago, two retired adventurers, the human Horst Blackfoot and the elf Delora Tyrannus, chose to settle down and start the town of Austinwold, which you visited recently. Under the stewardship of Horst and Dolores, Ostenwald quickly grew. They set up the East Watch garrison, you had some dealings with, to keep the area free from bandits and predatory monsters, before Horst handed over the reins to start his own smithy, the Clenched Fist. There he lived with his wife, Sasha, and son Erin. 10 years after Ostenwald was founded, many of its young men were called to arms in the war known as the Attack of Regrets. This included Erin Blackfoot. While most of the Ostenwald boys returned home from the war, Erin was killed in combat. Erin's death split the Blackfoot family. Sasha left Horst to return to her family in the east, while Horst turned to the bottle. Horst's friends watched the man fall apart. His businesses fell to shambles, and he rarely emerged. But then, one day, something changed. Horst stopped drinking, and the business turned around. The Ostenwalders, glad to have their smith back, never questioned the sudden change. Instead, they welcomed the giant of a man back with welcome arms. Interestingly, the same day Horst changed his ways was the first time a conservative anti-conjuration group known as the Sons of Aspith started gathering at Ostenwald's Sanguine Dawn Inn for what has now become their annual conference. The Secrets of Righteous are getting a little bit concerned about these conservative anti-conjurationists. They've sent you over back to Ostenwald to investigate, to perhaps find out a little bit more about what they're all about and report back. But they're concerned. Is Horst somehow connected with all of this? You're on your way to the town of Ostenwald. And as you're travelling, as you're timing, excuse me, I just spotted something pop up on my stream, which I wasn't expecting, and made me laugh, which is kind of broke at the moment, but there you go. Yes, you're in the town of Ostenwald, and you're walking into the town. It's in the distance. You can see it, but you're not quite there yet. Because what happens is a cry for help draws your attention.
Where's this cry for help coming from?
In front of you, yes.
On the road?
On the road.
We're riding horses or something, are we?
I don't think we didn't have horses, did we?
I don't know.
We may have now.
You have to find one big enough for three.
Yeah, you've been walking on the road.
Wait, do we know which way the cries come from? Just dead ahead.
Yeah, dead ahead.
I will immediately step forwards and lead this group, as I am obviously the best to lead this group. I'll step forwards and investigate the crying.
I'll just cover the back, make sure we're not, ambushed.
Through drinks a pint.
Just the one.
He's already been drinking one. He finishes his pint and lobs it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe someone's
follow
in trouble.
after shedding.
Yeah, and as you follow, you see a young man lying with his back on the ground. There's a fresh wound at his side, and blood is spilling onto the rocks he's lying on. two horse-sized hogs with razor-sharp tusks squeal and snort nearby. Although the man is able to fight off their advances with kicks and swings, his mace looks broken. He's not going to be able to fight them off much longer, and, besides, this lot are in your way.
Well, can't even go anywhere, can we?
Aye. This evening's supper is ahead of us.
Quickly now, get the pigs out of the way. I
Shoot
would
them
sort
along.
of gesture the fighters forwards.
Got a good bit of pork. That's nice.
Yeah.
Just shoot them along. I just pull out my bow and ready it and say shoo. Hopefully they'll go away.
They're snorting at you, and the boy's like, "Help me! Help me! Please, help me! They're gonna..." And he's kicking these, and they're snorting at him. In the back, as you walk forward, you see two smaller versions of these same things. It seems that there is a family.
This man deserves to die. We should carry on.
Nonsense. I
They're
go
blocking our
forward.
path.
Man who cannot fight a pig is not worth saving.
We don't need to save him, but we need to get past the pigs. Now go over there and hit them with that big axe you're carrying.
We need to eat the pigs. I'm hungry. It's been a long old day, you know. We've been walking a lot.
Throom is also somewhat hungry, he has now realised.
You can smell it, can't you? The crackling, cooking. Oh.
The one of the big boars begins to move towards the guy on the ground again. He's like, "No, get away! Go! Leave me! Leave me! Leave me!" And he starts kicking at it with his feet, but he's down, and he takes a tusk to the ankle and takes a bit of a scream as that happens.
I'll just reach one hand out of my robes and it forms into a claw and I cast Chill Touch at the
Okay,
pig.
I'd like you all to roll. I would like you all, please, to roll initiative.
Oh no! I haven't got my dice out.
I misclicked. Yep, that's me. We're in D20 system and still not rolling above a 4.
For God's sake.
Initiative, where are you?
You didn't select your token first, did you?
I didn't.
Tut tut.
Sorry. No,
Okay,
no one
Throom.
reminded me.
You rolled a 5. Got it.
Need reminding?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Liz. On my stream order, yeah, you're sort of first above Captain Sol. So we'll go with that.
I'm sure you just put this in to annoy me.
What?
My character will now just charge forward to kill one of the pigs.
You should roll such high initiative.
So I will charge for this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Not happy about this.
You hit it with your sword. It's a short sword, and you stab it into its shoulder. What? Something about this pig. What's different about this pig that Elizabeth sees? Give me a defining feature of this pig, please, Elizabeth.
Sharp teeth? I don't know. What was
Okay,
that?
that'll do. It's got particularly large, sharp teeth coming out of its front. See, this one compared to the other one, this one's got very big, sharp, pointy teeth. So yeah, there you go.
I just sort of dash. Oh gosh, I had all that special skills. Okay, I just dash. This one, I'm just going to give it a
Yeah, so
twonking.
you hit it successfully, and you stab it in the. But this thing's the size of a horse, by the way, so it's pretty big in front of you.
Oh, crikey. Okay, so now do I have extra hits with the fighter thingy?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Oh,
Okay.
you're a dual wielder, aren't you?
What do I? Sorry,
You can use 2 weapons, can't you?
I am 2 weapons. Yeah,
Yeah. So if
You've got a
you've
whip.
got
Have you
another,
still got your whip?
yeah.
I didn't do my whip on this one though. I forgot I could do it.
Okay.
So yeah,
Pig.
because it's just a pig. I'm just gonna just do a
Yeah.
twonk
And you
with the
assume
short
it's not
sword.
too. You assume it's not too tough. So Saul, you watch as Elizabeth charges forward.
Yeah. I follow, drawing a wicked-looking glaive from my back. I step forward. I'm not thinking of protecting this fool on the road here. I'm thinking of my companions, and they're of great use to me, so I'm going to defend them. So I step forward and attack the same one that Elizabeth is attacking.
Yep, the one with the big, particularly large
Yes.
tusks.
Yes. Is that a hit? 16.
Yes, that's a hit. Roll damage.
For 5.
Okay. And with this score across its side, the other boar hears it scream out, and it starts to move towards you. But yeah, this one looks angered and enraged, and you see in the background the little pigs, the 2 of them and they they're kind of walking backwards and forwards, looking a bit anxious. Use your follow-up attack.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I thought my turn had gone, so I was going to do that another time. And I can't remember how to do that.
Yeah, I'm suddenly having a re-lesson on.
Seem to recall it being a 1d4 or something, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
For 3 points of damage.
Okay, so you follow back, slashes
Yeah.
across its body, and then bring the butt
Strike
of
it with the... Yeah. Do I get my damage bonus on that? I can't remember if I do.
We'll work that out for next turn. Have a look at it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a weapon attack, so it should be 1d4 plus strength.
In that case, you can
Take
stick
a word
a...
on Paul Armbuster.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, it should be
well,
one-
Leave it for now. Leave it for now.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
So one of the pigs tramples over this and tramples at this guy, and he's like, "No, get away!" And he kicks it in the face as it tries to attack him. Reaches its snout down, still a bit pissed off with whatever this thing has done. Oh, yeah. And it hits him.
Oh yeah, fighter.
And he takes this blow. It looks like he's almost been ripped apart as this tusk, not as big as the other one, but this tusk manages to get past his half-beaten mace, which is no use now. It's just broken and smashed, and it sticks its tusk right into his thigh, and it seems to sink in at a reasonable depth. The guy who yells out in pain. The other boar, meanwhile, getting a bit annoyed, has already started to look at the first attacker, Elizabeth, and is going to try and hit you with its tusks. but it rolls a 1. You quickly dodge out the way without any trouble. Easy going. Dak.
I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to sneak up to about here, if I can, into the trees.
Yep.
Do you want a sneak roll?
Yeah, go for it. If you're going to try and.
I am trying to conceal myself, yes, and sneak.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
to gauge.
Stealth roll. 14.
Oh yeah, I think this pig is very much engaged elsewhere. This giant boar, not the wisest of creatures, operating somewhat on instinct. Yeah, so you conceal yourself in the trees.
Yep.
It doesn't see you as you vanish into the
I'll
shadows.
just hold there.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, did he vanish into the shadows?
Created by. If anybody's wondering why, that's the thing. In the last episode, in the last one shot, Dak picked up a lot of damage, reduction of these sanity points, and hit a long-term madness, which was basically a fear of shadows. Fortunately, we were just discussing that, so we're not quite sure yet if Dak has managed.
He may recover.
He may have already recovered. He may yet recover. So we're waiting to find. Anyway, so he steps in there. The babies are squealing and running around in circles, visibly distressed as they try to. They're not able to do anything at this point, but they hear the sense of their mother and father being in quite distress. So Thrum.
Through will run in to the far piglet. I take it the big piggy. This one's still got its tusk in this person.
Yeah.
Throom's not. I have to explain this because it's going to be really nasty. Throom cares about animals. And as much as he's hungry, he knows, one pig's enough. He's not going to intend to kill the second parent. So he's going to, with one hand, grab the man's leg, and with the other hand, kind of just push the pig out.
Mm-hmm.
Not caring about how how clean it comes out of the man. He's just like, doesn't care if it rips his leg off, but just kind of pushing the parent away to kind of go away.
Okay, so let's have a strength roll from you then, generally.
A general strength roll.
Yeah. Throom's pretty strong.
Throom is very strong.
So you hit the save there, but that's...
Oh.
That, I think, is... if you go to the very left column.
Ah. Oh.
There you go.
I rolled less.
Well, basically, you're trying to pull... I'm going to say you're sort of pushing the pig away, and you're giving this guy... Now, it's quite strong. This giant boar.
I also am going to try and help.
You okay?
I'm kind of trying to
shove it.
ease this parent and try and calm it down to kind of. He's talking to the animal like, "We don't need to kill you both."
Yeah. So it tries to resist you, but it gets pushed. Its head gets pushed away, and this guy is free from that. Okay.
And can I try and calm? I assume this is this the mother pig I'm talking with now.
Yes.
So Throom's gonna be like trying to calm the pig down, like, "Only one pig must die today."
Okay.
Can you try animal handling?
Well, you've already rolled to
Oh,
shove
right.
it out the way, but yeah, definitely.
nice.
That's noted. You're talking to, and you can use that next time. The other baby giant boar is just doing the same thing, running around. Turnruth.
I'm just going to step out to one side of it so I can see both pigs. And being very bored of the time this is taking, wasting our time on the road, both my hands just shake out of my robe and I start moving my hands around, essentially like I'm hugging a basketball that isn't there. And a chaotic force starts to grow in my hands, and I throw a chaos bolt at the top pig.
Okay.
Wait, which pig are you hitting?
The northmost one.
Oh, that's fine. Throom allows this.
So what type of damage is this chaos bolt doing?
This will be lightning damage.
Wow. Okay. And what color is the lightning as it flies out of Emperor Palpatine's fingers?
It's a very bright blue, but around the edges it sort of darkens the same shade of blue as some of the scales on Turnruth's body.
Cool. So it's kind of blue outline. Yep. Singes this. Seriously singes this pig. You managed to burn all, just about every last bit of hair and bristle upon it. It's looking very, very naked and very burnt. You see blisters of burnt skin just postulate up over its entirety of where you smashed
Bacon!
So jerky.
it. Okay. Elizabeth.
Mute button.
Still muted.
It's your turn, Ange.
Sorry, I'm just going to smack it with my short sword. Oh my god, yeah. 10.
You miss. I think the lightning probably just shook you as you tried to make this strike. You suddenly get this blinding flash of light, and it pushes your arm higher, and it moves out the way. So yeah, you miss with that.
So I can do the second attack because it's two-handed thing.
You can
Oh,
just whip.
Jesus Christ. I'm just blinded.
Yeah. What did you get?
I rolled a 5, so 9, 11.
Yeah. Just you hit it, but it doesn't do any damage. So you know what I mean. It doesn't have its effect. It doesn't engage. You can't not hit something that's right in front of you when you've got a whip in your hand. That's just ridiculous. But you know, it didn't. It just somehow managed to move and wriggle, so it's out of the way.
I'm like,
Sol,
goddamn stupid animals.
a very bright light just sailed past your shoulder, Sol.
Trying not to think about that, assuming that perhaps it's one of his companions. I'm going to try and put this poor animal out of its misery now. A swing with the glaive.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? That will be for 10 points of damage.
Yeah, that does it. You sink the glaive deep into its stomach, and it begins to fall down on the right side as you're looking at it. Its legs just crumple one side, and you stick the glaive in a bit further, and then it just when it falls down onto its side, and you put the glaive back out.
What is the other pig doing?
The guy at your feet is crawling backwards at you, and he's like, "Oh my God, thank you, sir, thank you," and he crawls just out of the way. The pig kind of getting shoved back a bit by Throom, so it doesn't get its attack in, but it does look at what's going on, and it hears the squeal. Yeah, the other one turns tail. And begins to escape through him. I don't think you're going to take your attack of opportunity, are you? You just kind of
No,
out of the way.
no, Throom's not going to attack.
And it takes a runner. So it's going to go. Yeah, runs. It collects up its ickle ones. And begins to attack. Dak, you're hiding in the shadows.
Except I'm muted. Bacon! Bacon! Where's my pork scratchings gone? Right, okay, so the little ones are still there, or have they gone?
Yeah, they're turning, and their
turning.
mums walk past them, so
Okay,
ran
I'm
past
going to go in and secure the pig. Yeah, I'm here.
Excellent.
Get the cooking fire out.
Yeah. Okay. And the baby, they begin to scarf her. Through.
Throom turns his attention to the man crawling on the floor
Mm-hmm.
and walks up, grabs him by the leg that's been stabbed, and just holds him up by it. Going,
Okay. And he screams. He screams in absolute agony.
"What are you doing here?"
Okay. We'll find out what he's doing after we've just had Turnruff. What are you up to?
As soon as the threat seems to be gone due to the pigs running off, he just pulls a book out of the pocket of his robe and starts reading it,
Okay.
and waits for everybody to be done with the pig. He doesn't care at all.
Okay. Okay. So, let's take you out of combat. You're not going to give chase, I assume. You've got
No.
dinner.
No.
And yeah, you've got this character, this long-haired youth with a broken mace and a very, very bloody leg hanging off of Throom's arm.
Little hunting, I assume, sir. Bit off a little more than you could chew, did you?
Yeah, that's right, sir. I was thinking I could take them, because I'm pretty fearless and I'm pretty tough, but I didn't see the other one. I just thought it was one. I would have taken the one, no problem. And he's hanging up. Do you think you could let me down, please? I'm in a bit of pain here. I'll need to heal myself up.
Throom just looks at the others. Do I let him go?
I mean, you might as well drop him. He's of no use to us. Let's carry on.
Throom sneakily just lifts him ever so slightly higher before he lets go.
Do we know if we're on anybody's land here? Is there any likelihood that this guy's actually poaching?
No, I think you're out in the wilderness at this point. Yeah.
I go over to
Muted.
I go over to him on the floor and say, "Let me have a look at your wound before I go."
Well, that'd be great, miss. Thank you. Yes.
And I look at it and go, "That's quite impressive." And I just collect some blood in a little capsule and put it in my pocket and go, "You'll be fine."
Throom will have turned to the pig to help cut it up and make some nice joints.
Pig!
Yeah.
Let's get the fire going.
So he reaches in. This guy, he just sees you what you're doing, and he reaches into his backpack and he pulls out like some sort of leather pouch, and he rolls it out and he looks at it and he goes, "Oh my, look at what the thing's done to me here." Has anybody got any drink? Has
Yes,
anybody got any
I do.
Whiskey.
I do.
Just a Just a splash, please. It's all we need. It's just a splash. It's for me. Come on, I can't do this without it. I need some help.
No.
Are you from Ostenwald?
Broom,
Yeah.
just sterilise it. It's fine.
I'm not from Ostenwald, but I was just doing some hunting.
Throom will grab a little whiskey flask and throw it purposely beyond him, so he has to move to get to it.
Yeah, and you see him just kind of like lean over, and you realising he can't reach it, and he bunches on his, and he screams as he does that. He winces. Thanks, Mister. He takes a glug of it, and he's like, "Well, this is really nice." He takes another glug and he puts the stopper back in and throws it back up at you.
I thought you were using it to sterilise the wound.
I just don't want to feel what I'm about. And he takes out his thing, and he kind of, I don't know what he does. He's got like a really coarse needle and some really big thread or something, and he just begins to kind of stitch up the hole. And he's like, "This is really sore," as he's moaning and groaning. "But I'm doing it. And he's kind of, "This is it." And then he gets a bandage out or a tourniquet or something. He straps it up. So this is what he's in the process of doing while you guys are carving up the pig.
While he's doing it, I'm just sitting on the floor watching him do it.
Yeah.
In my
It's
village, when
fortunate
the
for you that
children...
you were- Carry on.
In my village, when the children stitch themselves, they do not cry. You are weak. How did you think you could take a pig?
No, you're right. I forget myself. And he concentrates as he continues to stitch this up, and you see him wincing. He's like, but he's doing it.
Also, you owe me a gold for the whiskey.
I think I owe you more than that for saving my life. And he reaches into his pouch and he tosses you over. There's 3 gold and 5 silver inside.
I'll look after that for you, Throom, if you want.
Throom takes out the gold for his whiskey and then tosses the bag.
I catch it and put it in my bag.
There's no need to rob the poor man. Don't you see he's already in distress, my dear?
He threw it away. He doesn't need
It's
it.
all right. Listen, I'll get into Ostenwald and I'll get rested up. I'll be fine. You saved my life. Thank you so much. I'm getting there, and you see him just continuing to try to concentrate and not wincing as probably the whiskey takes its effect.
Do we leave him here?
Bacon, we're having bacon tonight.
Does anybody mind if I take some more fat? He's like scraping the bacon, scraping this poor meat.
Yeah. So, are you gonna eat it? Are you gonna have it there?
Throom will eat certain bits right there and then.
Not raw, right? Okay.
He won't eat, like, he knows what he can and can't eat in a pig. So he'll eat little snippets and, rip a bit of the skin off as a porch scratching. Now it's nice and toasty.
I just step away to avoid any splatter when he starts pulling bits out of the pig.
I've got a good place to camp. Just over the rise there. You're welcome to join. It's got water and it's got some cover. It's off the road, so it can't be seen. Get a fire going.
How far is the town? It can't be too far now, right?
Yeah, I mean it's not super far. You could push on and reach it by night, by the bedtime, sleep time, without getting into exhaustion levels.
How many days have you been on the road?
5.
Let's stay here for the night.
Bacon for breakfast then.
We can go into town tomorrow.
I'm not sure that this young man's survival skills will be much better than his fighting ability.
Are we bringing him with us?
It is his camp, Throom. He has invited us.
He has told us where it is. We no longer need him.
Now. Remember your manners, Throom.
He may be helpful to us. We will stay with you for the evening.
What are manners?
Through, just follow him through to the camp for the night. You can make use of it by finding us some wood.
This guy, I take it he's not going to move any speed, is he?
No. He's stitched himself up. The blood's stopped as best he can. It's seeping into the bandage that he's put around it. He's got his breeches pulled back up, and he's stitching the hole in his armor or whatever. His breeches, his trousers. It's not heavily armored, light kind of leather, and he's got this big needle out, probably the same one he used to stitch himself up, and he's just trying to put big thick black thread to hold it together, and he's like, That'll do it. That's all right then. Yeah.
We're not going to die now then.
Well, not thanks to you. I don't think that. And he reaches down to pick up his mace, and it's just useless. You can see just sort of just this ball of metal hanging on the big handle, and just looks terrible.
He could still die. You never know.
Take us to your camp.
Yeah,
Please.
He looks at you and says, "Yeah, it's this way," and they walk off.
Come on, who's going to give me a hand with this pig then?
Throom goes to pick up the man. If I have to carry him, I will.
I just assist the guy to stand.
Yeah.
I'll go and help Dak with the pig.
Come on then, Soul. Let's get this pig going. Have a fine feast tonight.
Here, grab that branch.
Good evening.
And perhaps we can tie the thing by its legs from this stick, and we can carry it between us.
Yeah. And so, for the sake of me and us not having to transfer onto another map, what I'll do is I'll just drag you all down into the bottom corner of this.
Is this where his camp is?
No, it's not. It's just I don't have another map, so.
I was gonna say.
Look, we just assume that he's
It
really
took us an hour to get to this camp, so like.
he's really crap at survival as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll
This
do
is
that,
his
yeah.
camp.
As soon as as soon as we see the camp, Throom's just gonna let him go.
There you go.
I just
Yeah.
sort of busy around and doing campy things.
Yeah.
Sing songs, toast marshmallows, that kind of thing.
I'd like to know what you think is campy things.
Telling people to get water and twigs, stones,
Get twigs and stones, you.
shelter.
I mean, he's literally said this is his camp. It's not going to be just a pitch. I assume there's a fire and everything ready.
Yeah, there's a fire. There's water running not far away from it. There's a good amount of tree cover up the hill. You walk down over a hill to get to this, and it's in the kind of valley. It's secluded from.
And there are plenty of twigs and stones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's lots of fallen timber, and he's got a pile up already. He's set up quite well. I mean, he doesn't look like he's completely useless.
Oh,
Well,
that's surprising.
I sit on a log thing.
Yeah.
So how long have you been out here then?
I've been out about a week. About 10 days. Just, living the land, looking for adventure.
It took you 10 days to find the pig?
Can Throom have a look at this camp and see if it's actually of any worth? Because he's a person who's often out in the woods anyway, so he knows if it's in the right place or anything, sort of thing.
Yeah. Roll. Well, don't even roll. No, it's fine. You look at it, and it is. It's a good campsite. It's got cover from the visible road that you've walked off. It would allow a fire to be lit without giving away your position. It's got water nearby. It's got only really one way to get into it, but at a push you could probably get over the water to escape if needs be. So yeah, he's done an all right job. He's got enough wood there, so he doesn't have to go. He's obviously done the work during the day, and he's collected the wood during the day, and he's got some big stacks, and he's ordered his wood, so he's got big branches and smaller bits, and he's got there's maybe a deer hide or something hanging up on stretched over on over that wooden frame that he's made. So it looks good. Yeah.
Throom kind of turns to him. If only you could fight, you would make a good hunter.
Yeah, well, thanks. I've been trying. You got to start somewhere. Roll with the punches and go with the blows, right? You got to learn. I'm just learning. See, I mean, you've been around. Where are you lot from?
Where are we from? Where's the
Where have we just come from? What was the
secret
place we've just
circle
been?
thing from?
Just down the road.
I tell him. How about that?
Yeah, you tell him all about that awesome thing.
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
We don't go into specifics. We just tell him that, like, the town we've come from or something.
Yeah. Let's see what town you've come from. You have come from the town of Paxton Lake.
Paxton Lake. And it's taken us about 5 days to get here, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So this guy, you may have heard of it, I suppose.
Yeah, you'll know it. Yeah. And he goes, oh yeah, Paxton Lake. Yeah. I know it. Have you? And he's thinking. You see him. He's kind of like, yeah, there was that place, wasn't there? The Payne's Trim, the tavern, the salon there. That was all right. That. And
you've been there?
Yeah. Now what's his name? The half elf that runs it. He's a bit fat, isn't he? Yeah, Ryla. Sure name. Yeah, no, that checks out.
Okay. I don't know if he was testing us or something. But...
Yeah.
So, was your intention to head into Ostenwald? What is your name?
Abel Stig.
Abel Stig.
I'm honest with you, sir. I really want to live the life of adventure. I want to be out there on the road and just getting the riches and getting into the tombs and finding stuff and making myself a name for myself. I want to. That's what I'm driven for it. I just can't. I just need to get better. That's all. I need training. I need help. I need. Just someone to guide me, to show me. But I know I'm good. I mean, I'm better than all my friends at this, and they say that as well, and they know. And my mum, she's all for it, and my dad, he taught me to fight a bit, but I'm just wanting to get better. Just get out there and do stuff and learn, and I'm gonna make it. I know I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, you'll make it. If you head to Paxton Lake, you may find someone that can help you.
Oh, to be young and have unrealistic dreams.
So, you You have family.
Yeah, this mace was my dad's. He gave it me.
Hmm. You may be a little disappointed as to what you've done with it.
You're not joking there. To be fair, I thought it was maybe a bit better than it was, but it was been good this far. I need to get it fixed. I can't go back, and with this smashed, I'll go to the blacksmith in Austinwall. I don't know, maybe he'll fix it for me.
And perhaps it will cost less than 2 gold, 3 silver, or whatever it was he's carrying. 5 silver.
I don't mind. I'll do it. I'll work. I always manage to find my way. You know, if there's sometimes you find somebody needs rats killed in the basement or something, I'll take that. That's the sort of thing I can do. That's fine. I'll do that. A few gold for that. Easy money. Like bloody giant pigs. Gee whiz, and kind of holds his hand down.
I hear the rats in Ostenwald are not typical.
Oh really? I might pay very well for that then. Interesting. Once I get healed, I'll maybe. And he takes out.
You won't be able to kill them.
They were bigger than the
Grandfather.
pigs.
Rats of unusual sizes. That's what they are.
Well, at least they're just rats, eh? Can't be that bad. Aye.
Are your family still alive?
Well, they were when I left them. He looks and says, "Yeah, they're still alive. My dad, he's getting on a bit. Doesn't go out adventuring as he did much, but he was all right. He kept us well. He looked after us."
You're following in his footsteps. Is that the plan?
I hope so. Yeah. That'll be. I mean, I'm gonna be a hero, aren't I?
No.
Like my dad. Looking forward to
Heroes
it.
always die young, I'm afraid.
You got to get out. I think that's the secret. Maybe just stop like my dad did and settle down. You know, maybe that's what I'll do. Find myself a wife and get some kids of my own and raise a family with the money that I make from my adventures.
Your father was a great hero then.
Yeah, he was the best.
What's his
Maybe you-
name?
My dad's name was Jacob Abel. He was fantastic.
Right, so is his first name Stig?
Sorry, his first name Jacob Stig. Back on.
Okay, so the young lad's called what?
Abel Stig.
Abel Stig.
Abel Stig.
And his dad was called
Jacob.
Jacog.
Stig in the dump.
Yes, he must have been a great hero. I'm sure his stories are told far and wide.
Who was it?
I too have not heard of him. Maybe you should find friends who can help you or slay the pig for you. People who are better able.
Abel.
Maybe you guys could help me.
No.
Into town. We're heading the same way. If you could just help me in, that would be much appreciated. I won't slow you
We
down. I
serve
promise.
our
I
own
won't slow you down.
purpose. If
No, you will not slow
wish
us.
to follow us, you can follow us. We will not protect you. We do not care about you. We are not going to help you. You may follow our group if you choose to.
That's
Yet
fair,
this
sir.
man
That's fair.
has shared his camp with us.
He would have been dead if it was not for us.
He's right. He's right.
I agree with the wizard.
I am no wizard.
Fight!
I can take him.
I will not carry you again.
You don't need to. I'm good. I'll walk every step of the way and I'll keep up with you. I promise you. I'll make it.
You better do, because if you don't, Thom's going to eat you.
I only eat tough meat.
And when
Yeah, he looks a bit soft, doesn't he? Bit of fat on him. Yeah.
And he kind of takes the joke. Yeah.
Joke?
Through wasn't joking.
And he looks at you and just kind of laughs and then maybe sees you kind of just.
Yeah, and
And then he's
make me
maybe a
nervous.
bit, yeah, and he maybe sort of changes it slightly
Has he made a bed anywhere?
in the tent.
Okay. At this point, Throom's just going to head and lie on the bed.
Yeah, your legs stick out there at the bottom of
I'm just shaking my head because here we go again.
He's not started lifting the furniture.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go, Abel. Looks like you've got company tonight.
Mm.
He goes
You're
over.
quite fortunate. Throom usually urinates on something to claim as his own.
He reaches in and
I already went to the whiskey glass.
and he pulls out like a bedroll from the side of the tent, and he's like, I don't mind, it's going to be a good night, and he flops it out down the bedroll in front of the fire and pulls his stuff nearby. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to
Thanks,
settle
mate.
down for the evening as well.
Yeah.
I get my bedroll and place it next to his.
So I guess I'll get first watch then, eh? Keep that fire going.
Good idea.
Yeah, and unusually, the first watch is 8 hours long. In this unit.
Yeah.
Just give me
I'll start singing halfway through then.
listen, just give me a nudge, mister, right? And I'll watch for a couple hours. Not a problem. Not a problem. Least I can do.
I think you need to sleep. Yeah, I think you need to sleep. Rest.
Hmm. Otherwise, how will you keep up with us tomorrow?
It's no problem, sir. No problem. I promise you. I'll do it. It's not going to slow you down.
I look up from my
I'll
book,
take
just
second
watching.
watch deck. Sorry, carry on, Shedden.
Yeah. I look up from my book and just say, I will take the next watch. After Sol's.
I'll try and save you some bacon. It's good stuff.
So you're curing and using the available frames within the camp and the spit, and you're roasting meat.
Yes,
Smells-
we're roasting meat.
Smells great. Awesome.
Should attract all manner of unsightly things.
So yeah, so your watch get you all to. Everybody's taking a shot at watch. If I could get you all, please, to roll perception for your watch.
Yep.
$19.
19
Above
for
a
me.
4.
Okay. Turnroth. Yeah,
I'm reading
you're
my
too
book the
busy.
entire watch.
You're too busy watching the video. You don't care. You're just looking. You know, if anything comes close enough to you, you'll just fry it anyway. So what's the point, right?
I
It's
will
just
hear
stuff
it
you
if it
think.
gets close. I'm just going to
Yeah.
read my book and wait.
Yeah. Sol, are you sleepy or?
And no, perhaps more distracted. Don't really trust this kid. Probably keeping an eye on him more than anything.
But yeah, your night goes without incident. You don't other than the distant howls that you're familiar with when you're travelling through these necks of the woods, nothing seems to come close to any of you. You wake up variously through your watches, and with the last watch coming to an end, marked by the sunrise in the valley. So you all get a long rest. Mark that on your sheets.
Marcus.
Oh yeah. Supposed to have used spells, isn't it?
Yeah, no spells. How weird. I'm naked without spells.
Naked.
I wake in the morning, and before everyone's awake, I get one of my vials. Well, I wander over to the young lad and I stand above him for a moment while he still sleeps. And I bend down towards him. But as I bend down towards him, I look slowly at him and then turn away, and when no one's aware, I drink one of the vials.
I thought you were going to get another sample.
Yeah.
Always keep us.
I'm gonna go and suck the bandages.
So I just drink one of the vials.
Okay.
Throom will get up very early, as soon as the sun hits as well. And he'll begin making a bit of breakfast for everyone. Mainly for himself, but, you know, he'll make enough for everyone.
And then eat that.
And then eat that. And if they don't wake up in time, he ain't getting.
Okay. And so you break camp. Abel is up. He looks well rested, and he's obviously done a good job at repairing himself. The blood's kind of stopped, and he looks relatively spry. Actually, he's done all right. He's still a bit limp. You know,
Yeah.
it's D&D, right? I mean, you get a long rest, you get all your hit points back. He's
Yeah. He's doing a jig.
so he's done all right, but he has made a good job of it, and he does genuinely seem like he is capable of keeping up with you on the road. And he's chatting away, not asking too many questions, but involving in conversation when you involve him and seeming interested. He seems all right. Yeah. Don't know if there's anything specific that you want to talk to him about, but as you walk down into the valley and follow the river along, you end up close back on the road and back into the town of Ostenwald. And you are down in the bottom right corner.
Has he actually kept up?
Oh yeah, absolutely has. Yeah. He's not been a burden. It looks like he's quite enjoying your company, actually. He's not too precocious, but he's obviously he's got a bit of a stubborn streak in him. He does kind of have slight delusions, maybe that his adventuring skills are slightly better than they might well be, but maybe you put that down to him having been fostered by an eager father, perhaps, who's given him a sense of self-worth that's beyond what his actual skills are. But nevertheless, he's doing all right. He tells you a few stories that makes you think that maybe he has got promise. Maybe he could be an adventurer.
Throom will put all of his stories down once he's finished them. And give better stories. more adventures.
But with just
Save more.
Throom's name.
Well,
Let's head to town.
You find
I will-
yourself
lead the party into town.
Yeah, you find yourself back in the familiar town of Ostenwald. Over to your right, the Eastwatch garrison, where Regis Furlon is running the place. The half-elf captain and justice keeper of the town. The left, the first building that you see, is the Broken Compass trading post, which is not yet open. And yeah, so Abel, he looks and says, I'm going to sell something when the shop opens. I'll get some money, I'll get my mace repaired. Would you... And he says, do you know where Horst's place is down here? Do you know Ostenwald? Would you point me in the right direction?
I carried on walking. I didn't stop when he started to talk.
Yeah.
Well, coincidentally, that's where I'm going.
We spent a short time here, not so long ago. We're not ever so familiar. I would say, avoid the garrison. The captain there is not to be trusted.
Also, don't sleep in the pub. The alcohol there is funny.
Something about that place anyway.
I heard it got better.
Well,
Couldn't get much worse, could it?
Well, it may lead one problem if we where will we stay?
We
Yeah,
could
we're
take
all
over
right,
the
as long as
mayor's
we use that
house.
room. Do we know where this blacksmith was? Do we remember? Can
Yeah,
we
you
give this
do.
kid directions and send him on his way.
Yeah, you do. It's just at the riverside, before one of the bridges out to the farms.
Okay. Far side.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Here.
Oh, okay, right.
So we're here for a reason. So let's go and find out. Where did they want us to head?
Well, I believe it was the inn, Sanguine Dawn. That is where the convention was occurring.
Well, it's an inn, so we will go and mingle and look unnoticed. Throm, stay outside.
Throm looks a bit sad at that.
It's not as if they don't know him here. We've been here. I'm sure they're fully aware that a enormous man carrying an axe has been around with us last time.
Does it
Not
still have the
exactly
witch attached to it?
Good.
That
All this time.
That's an accessory.
an accessory, yeah.
Oh dear.
And you thought the smell was through.
Well, let's
In
head
fact,
to the inn then.
Yeah, I mean it's in the same place.
Yeah.
It's in the same place.
As we get to the
they're right
inn,
next to each other.
Throom will find a cosy place to sit outside.
Oh.
Throom, come on in. But Throom, you don't get the bed here.
I don't want the bed after what happened last time.
As you look over, you're walking up through the road towards the inn. You look over to where the clenched fist is. Excuse me. And you see that it's a two-story smithy building, and it clings onto the south side of the River Ost. Running outside it and around in the grass, you see a dog, and it gives a couple of barks as it sees you approach round the corner from the house. But it looks friendly enough. The side that you see as you watch as Abel walks over to there as the dog comes up and sniffs around them, wags its tail. There's a huge coal forge and it's the clanging of horseshoes being made and sword blades, armor plates, just that kind of thing. But even from where you are, as you're watching, as you're going up to the Sanguine Inn, and I'll drag you over there. There's a huge guy, giant of a man, covered in soot at the forge. So just drag you up. I'm assuming you're heading to the Sanguine.
That's
Yes. Ale.
the
Um,
intention.
Yeah, but our guy Abel, he walks over there and strikes up a conversation. And I think are you gonna walk in just straight into the inn then room? Is that your?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Gotta go and book some rooms.
Not the same rooms though.
No.
Huh.
Any room that isn't that room.
Yeah, no.
I
this
think we
map-
cured that room. didn't we?
You did.
Yeah.
I have no vision.
Oh.
Well, I see me. I'm obviously on the map, but I have no.
Okay,
no
hang on.
light
Let
vision.
me.
I have his token.
Please
Oh,
get
it's that
my
again.
token.
Yeah.
We've done that again. Okay, hang on a second.
Why is everybody me?
I walk to the bar and ask
We're playing
for
a different
5
game
rooms.
tonight. We're playing Everyone is Shedding.
5 rooms.
This just proves that I did not need a party the entire time. I am the strongest here, I am the smartest here. The rest of you are just baggage.
Okay.
Throom walks up to the bar and puts the gold coin on and the whiskey flask. Please, can you fill
No.
this?
Yeah. So before you do,
Surely.
Bar explodes.
yeah, as you walk in, the place is actually stuffed with visitors, so I've dropped you on the wrong side, but that's fine. Worry about that after. I will grab some visitors and place them. The place is heaving.
Well, business appears to be booming, of course.
Surprising after last time. Oh well.
We may have difficulty securing lodgings.
I have asked. Young lady, will you be able to secure some rooms for the night?
And yeah, you see a familiar looking face. It's Delaria. And she looks and says, "No, I'm sorry, we're fully booked."
I forgot about Delaria. Oh, is there anywhere else in the town that we can stay?
Yeah, that voice doesn't go with that face, does it? She's surprising, is this one? Yeah.
Is there anywhere else in the town?
Yeah. Well,
Another inn. Less busy, perhaps.
it's so busy here that people are getting taken up in houses. You might be lucky to find a place that's actually got a room still.
Who here is renting a room? And he looks round the pub.
Meet your new roommate.
As you look round, you see a mixture of fairly well-to-do looking nobles. There's some people that room, like you'd see that. I think you'd all see that. You recognise bodyguards, and there's some commoners as well. Plus the usual group of farmers, miners, thugs, bandits, commoners, whatever's in there. There's the servants who are trying to handle the crowd. It's very busy.
Does any of them indicate that they're renting a room? This room shouts it out.
You're not even heard over the noise of people talking. I need to find a noisy tavern sound.
Muted end.
I said he did have one, remember? There was burping. Oh no, that was at yours that had the burping sound.
I'll put it on if you want.
Yeah, get it.
We won't be able to hear it, but
Should be. I'll log on to.
yeah, if we log into
Should we have should we have a quick cup of tea?
yeah, we can do that
Yeah,
anyway. It's
have a
probably
break
time.
and get that started for when
Yeah.
we come back.
Yeah, so we're in a busy tavern. There's lots of people here, much busier. There's no space for somewhere to sleep. You're gonna have to try and find somewhere else to sleep. But yeah, it looks like you can get food and stuff. But even the room next door looks busy, which you kind of remember, I guess. You guys remember being in this pub. It must be a bit
Yes.
strange, perhaps seeing it again.
It's quite uncomfortable, I'd imagine.
Yeah. But maybe it's a good thing you're not staying there. Who knows? We will find out what happens after the short break. And I
I'm for
will
tea!
hand over to Infinity to guide us through the break as it is happening. I will continue to talk until he looks like he's in such a position to press the
He's
button.
ready,
Nice.
you got a thumbs up.
See you after the break, guys.
Time for tea.
Later.
Tea time!
Hello, everybody.
Wag. Oh,
Not sure if I pressed the button before somebody said a word then. Welcome back to the noisy pub.
I think we got away with it.
Excellent timing.
Perfection.
I thought I was too late with that one.
No, no one heard it. No one heard
Sure,
it.
nobody heard it.
Excellent. So childish.
I am. It's a new game. Roy, are we
Yes.
are we going?
Sorry, I was just lost in reading something there that is interesting. So, you found your way into the very busy inn with people looking like they're all getting about their breakfast, and it's just very noisy, and there's lots of people all around. Even it looks like the room to your right, and then if you remember, there was another room that came off that one that you got let into to speak to
That's
Dolores.
like an office, yeah.
And it looks, as you crane around and look, you can see people coming in and out of that as well. It looks like they've booked out that place as well.
Madam, why so busy?
Well, it's this lot. It's the conference, you say?
Conference? Well, that sounds very interesting. What is this conference?
Some sort of magic guild or something. I've not really, to be fair, I've been too busy to take any notice of them other than take them money. They talk quite a lot, yeah.
What?
Well, we need somewhere to sleep tonight.
Is there anybody that appears to be in authority amongst these people?
Yeah.
I was asking the DM, not.
Bit of a weird question to ask the barkeep. Does anyone look authoritarian here?
I just thought that maybe the wind had changed and your voice had stuck.
You left the window open.
I think Dolores says, yeah, she looks around and she's like, well, there was one here before. What was his name? Alta.
Bolcher.
Alta. P&C Alta.
There's an altar?
Polter. No, Polter.
I thought she said peeing in the altar.
Yeah, it's definitely
We're never going to get a room.
Polter. What does he look like, pray tell?
Well, he's quite handsome, if I do say so myself. Yeah.
We were looking for more of a description.
Oh. and you hear smashing of something. And she's like, "Oh, wait a minute!" And she, I'll be right back. And she runs off to.
I'm just
Room.
gonna wander
Room.
around this room.
Yes.
Find out who's got rooms here and get us one.
Yes. Finally a plan I can get behind. Throom will start moving and pushing through the way of the crowd, asking everybody, Are you sleeping here? Are you sleeping here?
Shedden's being a little bit more subtle about it, I assume.
I'll wander around the room, not where Thune is pushing the crowd around. I'm just looking at everybody here and looking for anything that seems like a badge or marking that they share, something that identifies them as part of the group, if I can spot anything of that sort.
What kind of garb do you wear when you, in terms of?
Well, yeah, I'm a 7-foot tall dragon in what is clearly a wizarding robe.
Yeah. Roll
We all know how this is going.
Roll perception.
Shedden doesn't
I
care.
didn't realise you were quite so tall.
I am a dragonborn. We are very large.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's subtle.
I cannot be subtle.
It's the trouble when you're 7 feet tall. Everything's so far away.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Has anybody got a passive perception above 14? 14 or above?
No.
Nope.
Where does it tell you?
No.
Underneath your stuff.
Yeah.
That's
underneath the
passive
skill
wisdom.
part. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Oh, passive wisdom
So
12.
passive wisdom, perception. It says.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
don't
passive
notice-
wisdom 13.
Oh, then.
Above 14.
No.
So now above 14.
None of you notice the looks that are given to in the way of Mr. Shedden. I don't know if you don't really notice either, but then you're a giant anyway, walking among small folk sitting down. It's maybe not anything there, but what you do notice are a couple of people who seem in different parts of the room who are wearing similar colours, similar dark purple or something.
Okay. I'll wander a bit closer to those and take a look at them and try and see if you've got anything sort of other than dark purple, anything that specifically identifies them. I'm looking for something along the lines of a faction badge or a marking or something sewn into the cloaks or whatever, something that identifies the group, those members of the group that will be wearing uniforms.
And they, as you kind of approach these people, they look up at you, walk, just to see who's kind of walking past, and they look away, and you hear them whisper something, but you don't make out what it is. Another one casts you a bit of a glance, but nothing. You don't really pick up anything about it. It just looks like they're trying in a busy place, and they're trying to have maybe a quiet conversation. But the rest of you are just hearing the commotion, and with Throom going about trying to find hold of, somebody.
Does Throom come across anyone stupid enough to say yes?
Leading question.
Most of the people that you find here, they aren't wearing. There's no sign of coats or anything outdoors. They look more like they've been staying here in the inn. But yeah, somebody at this point, you see somebody walking behind you, and it's Abel, and he looks around, and he's like, and he spies you, and he just kind of gives a wave, and he goes over to the bar where there's a barmaid servant. He starts talking to her,
I go over to him. Abel, are you from this town, did you say?
No, miss. I'm from down the ways. You're from Paxton Lake, right?
Um, I've been there.
Yeah.
Are you staying here tonight?
Not in here. Looks like it's rammed out. I was chatting to the blacksmith, and he said that maybe he'd have a place for me. So he says the whole town's busy. He's got some visitors.
I understand. Do you know who they are?
He just said there's a lot of them. He's going to have a look. If I can get payment to him, then he's going to fix my mace, isn't he? Great news. I have to wait for that shop to open. I've got something to sell.
What is it you're selling?
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. 15.
He kind of takes he's chatting to this lady. He takes this barmaid that's working there. Seems quite interesting, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm quite an adventurer. Look what I got." And he opens up and he's got a small silver bracelet. And he takes it up, and the barmaid reaches out and goes, and he's like, "Oh no, that's not for you. I'm going to sell it." And puts it back in his bag, and she just winks at him.
Very nice piece. Hopefully you'll get enough to mend your mace.
He's not asking
you
for
don't,
much.
You don't know any of these people then?
In here? Well, just you and this lovely lass here, and she just smiles at him.
Now, just want to check something. This is like some kind of anti-magic guild or something. Is that
That's
right?
what you've been told, yeah.
Okay. In that case, knowing that, I think Sol will most definitely be keeping an eye on Turneroff. It's kind of fairly obvious, I think, that he is a wielder of some kind of magic. Yeah. I'm wondering what kind of reactions he's getting from some of these people in here.
Okay. Well, now that you're explicitly looking rather than relying on your passive perception, give me a perception check as he walks to the room, looking for what he's looking for. Yeah.
17.
Yeah, you notice, out of all people that's in this room right now, wherever Turner walks, it's followed by relatively hushed whispers. Conversations change when he walks past, and then they get back to, you can't hear what people are saying in the noise, but you just get that sense of the ebb and flow of the conversation changing as he walks through the space. Not for long, not massively or anything, but just you get that sort of you notice that.
Is it just Elizabeth that's at the bar with me? I'm Dak.
Yeah, Dak was with me, I thought.
Yeah, I'm just near the bar.
Just at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should ensure that our colleague is not left alone while we're in this town, I think.
Which one?
Shroom looks like he's having.
Yeah. I think Vroom most definitely can take care of himself, but I think these people may take more than a passing interest in shedding. Maybe we could even use him as bait.
That's bait in there.
Aurea bumps into Throom as she's returning back. She looks. Ah, hello. And she walks past you, and back to the bar. As you're walking around.
Is anybody using a room here? That's not Throom's voice at all, is it?
No, sure whose voice that
Is
was. to be
anybody?
fair.
I can't remember. It's gone now. Is anybody having a room here? That's.
He's really in his cups at this point.
It's gone.
Somebody's gone through
He's
him.
having a lot of drinks as he's going around. He's taking everybody's drinks as he's going around. Anybody? I can't remember it.
Saul, you notice as Turnoff is walking around, being somewhat oblivious to what he's looking at. As you're kind of watching the people, you notice at the bottom of the seats, largely around where people are sitting, there's a lot of people that have a green leather bag. A lot of them seem to have it.
Do you see that? There are a number of those people. They all seem to have the same kind of bag.
Maybe it's a fashion statement.
Or perhaps it's some kind of uniform. That's the quick fingers.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Perhaps you could maybe have a look and see what they contain.
Do you think I'm some sort of thief? I'll see what I can do. Hang on.
Yes,
I'm
that's
sorry,
exactly what we
you
think.
misread why they called you quick fingers.
Well, I'm guessing since the last exhibition, you've been.
Yes.
We
Zach's
know
been
what he
hired.
is.
Yeah, you've been hired by. You're working with them alongside these guys. You've fallen in with this lot, so.
Okay, I'm going to have a little wander around, see if I can, sleight of hand palm one of these counters.
Yeah, go for it. Give me your best rolls to demonstrate how stealthy. Well, hey,
Nice.
you managed to relinquish your first target of their green bag without any trouble at all in the hub and the bub of this busy inn.
Okay, I'll head back to Seoul with Elizabeth. Hey, I kind of found something on the floor. It was just kind of dropped there, I acquire things. Yeah, have a look, and I'll
How fortuitous.
pass it over. Yes, I don't know who dropped it, but we'll return it later.
Yes, I'm sure we will.
Throom has
perhaps-
developed from asking people if they're staying at an inn to asking people where they're staying.
A change of tack. Yeah.
Yeah. Inside this, there are some coins. There are a couple of sprigs of like herbs or something. There's a scroll, something curled up at the bottom.
Perhaps we should leave and have Master Shedin look through this bag. He may be able to shed more light on what's going on here. And what some of these things are. Also, we do need to find rooms. We are unlikely to find them here. Shall we?
Has Throom managed to intimidate anybody into maybe giving them his room?
Sorry, Dak, you were muted then.
I know. Hey, this was the place where we had that outrageous magic. It was weird. If people thought this was the centre of magic, maybe they'd leave.
Or maybe they would try to cleanse the place.
Fire. Could work. Might be a bit messy.
I don't think I would want to be a guest here when it happened.
No, not after last time. It was pretty bad. Yeah, well, we need to find somewhere to stay. Let's go. Let's find somewhere.
Yeah.
Where's our wizard friend?
Yeah.
Don't say that in the back. Everyone looks.
Suddenly the bar goes silent.
So I guess I stand up, and it turns out that Sol's pretty tall as well. He's 6'4", and I'm going to call across. Room, Master Sheddin. I do not think we will find what we are looking for here. Perhaps we should go elsewhere. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
And you hear a large guffaw of female laughter as Alice and the young adventurer Abel seem to be hitting it off as you walk out of the busy bar with a secreted green bag.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that they're coming.
Oh yeah.
Take my way back out.
Sorry, don't say that.
Throom takes a drink off the table he's currently stood at and walks out.
Yep.
Just follow everybody.
So you're back out into.
Yeah.
You're
And when
back
we're
out
kind of
into the piece. Find a bit
out
of
of
grass or-
earshot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Roth. There are some items in here. Maybe you understand their nature and purpose. And hand him this green bag.
Excellent. You've picked up souvenirs.
Yes.
I will claw through the bag and see what's inside.
This kind of what do we say? A sprig, some coins, and a rolled up piece of parchment. I assume you look at this. The parchment says, "The kingdoms of man, the Northside region." That's where Ostenwald and you guys are. "Have rejected the continental ban on the three evil magics: enchantment, conjuration, and transmutation. From the Summerland, we will be discussing this. Meet in Ostenwald, Sanguine Inn. We have rooms.
Bag gets us entry into their discussions then. So
Have
one of us
I
could.
heard anything in the past about the three evil magics? About those being more evil than other magics, I mean. Have I heard anything that distinguishes between the schools in that way?
It's kind of odd that they didn't mention necromancy, I suppose.
Well, you would
Necromancy is
you would know that in the ultra conservative nation of the Summerland, that these are different parts of Ameria, the continent that you're on, and you know that some of the parts of the continent are very anti-magic. Particularly the ultra-conservative nation of the Summerland, that seems to stand out to you. I don't know that you would have heard explicitly of this, but it doesn't seem unreasonable that they were, given your neighbouring, that people would perhaps come in and try to change the perception of magic, and perhaps get the Northside region and Ostenwald and other places to accept their views. That's certainly possible.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying more if I've heard anything about specifically those schools of magic over other schools, but yeah. If I just know that they don't like magic in general.
That's more what it's about as far as you're concerned. Yeah, there's nothing
fair enough.
It's more a political or cultural thing rather than any sort of particular evil. That's their own perception that causes evil.
You think these herbs have any kind of significance?
I'll pick them up with mage hand and sort of bring them up to my nose and sniff them. Can I figure out what it is?
They're
I
quite.
have medicine. Can medicine help with that?
Yeah, they're aromatic. They smell nice. They're bunched in almost like a sprig that you might pin up on a jacket or something.
Does Throom recognise them?
Roll nature.
Oh, they
I
want
sneeze
nature.
slightly and the mage hand wafts the herbs over to everybody else who wants to look at them.
Yeah, and Elizabeth as well, if you want to roll something that you think would give you some reason to find what they might be, arcane or nature.
I'd have done survival if you'd let me.
They look like
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
yeah. Dak.
No.
They look like they're very well bunched. Maybe with further treatment, maybe as an ingredient of something, they might be of use. But what you can't say. It's maybe like lavender or something. Fairly common herbs. Maybe it's just a pretty arrangement that somebody might have worn on their blouse or something. You don't know for sure.
Nothing special then.
They could just be personal effects, but it would be interesting to see if there are any other bags just laying on the floor and whether they contain the same things.
You sending him back in.
Dax, go back in and see if you can get another one.
Go steal more.
We just need to check to see if these herbs are in all the bags or whether it's personal effects.
You better be ready to bail me out when this goes totally and utterly wrong, because you know it will do. I know it will do, and I'm going back in there to do it again.
I'll protect you.
walking-
I'll come with.
Oh,
Yeah.
if
We have complete faith in your abilities, Master Quickling.
Venus Thrum's found his voice and he can come back in with you.
Okay, I'll head back into the inn and
Throom won't
deal
be.
with the situation.
Throom won't stand right behind him. He'll give him like a meter. But we're keeping an eye out.
Quite a few of the people that are in are getting up and making to leave up the stairs.
Okay, Throom, come here.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to slightly nudge Throom. Just nudge, God, nudge him into some of these people walking, and then I'll use sleight of hand to grab something as he's falling into them.
Oh, I get it.
Got it.
Throom will start
advantage.
throwing himself
That's an
onto
assist.
people.
Yeah.
Roll with advantage as you play the short con.
I will take a 15 then.
Yeah.
And as you reach out to grab the bag that you think Throom's managed, you feel another hand grasp yours,
Oh no!
and
Does
I
Throom
know.
see this? Because he's keeping an eye.
yeah. Well, you're busy kind of tumbling, and no, you don't see this at the time. It releases quickly, on the assumption that Dak removes.
Yes.
And yeah, so
Stumble.
this elf, he's got hair tied down and a black top knot, and a relatively looking relatively wealthy. And at that point, through a couple of his minders walk in to you, and one of them sort of eyes you up.
Obliged to you.
And the elf says to you, "I don't think that was entirely called for. Now, was it?"
I got stumbled and caught by this guy. Croom, stop being an idiot.
Yes, you should take better care of your staff. And he looks through him disapprovingly up and down.
He's a bit drunk. He tends to just let himself go every now and again. And I keep telling him, Froome, don't do it again. You need to stop drinking. Winking at Froome.
Yes.
Throom takes this as the sign to start grabbing more drinks and drinking them.
So you reach out, and as you turn round, you hear another bout of laughter from Alice as she's giggling away at whatever it is that the young adventurer is telling her, and you see Dolores come in and just look kind of disapprovingly over, and she shouts, "Alice, get back to work!" And yeah, through him, you kind of grab something off the end. You don't know whose it is, but you grab it anyway and swallow it. The drink goes down very easily for someone your size, not a problem. In a winner, and somebody else looks up at you as if to start on the fact that you've just taken their drink, and then sizes you up and looks at the barmaid and says, "Can I have another one, please?"
Can't take him anywhere.
So yeah, and then the other elf says, "Well, I'm going to take my leave now, and I suspect that you'll probably want to take your most able and delicate assistant with you." And the other his two heavies kind of walk up around him and scoop him up as he walks off.
Okay. Yeah, I will do. Froome, come on. Is there anyone else around with green pouches on?
Yeah, there's some people still sitting in the other room.
Right.
Look through.
Froome, come on. We're going to go in the other room and have a look. Blinking sharp-eyed elves. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't know.
Yeah, it's getting close to the end of
Family.
breakfast, so a lot of the people are getting up and starting to make. There's a table at the end.
Well, as they walk past me,
Mm.
I'll use that opportunity. You know, the old shove the old. I'm sorry. Swept the badge. Yeah.
Go for it then. So another sleight of hand check there.
Oh, ignore the second one.
I'll take the left.
advantage.
Yeah, good. No, that's fine. This time you don't get the actual bag itself, but you manage to unclip it.
Yep.
Reach in, and you feel that sort of tough scraping of some plant material there against your hand, and a bit of paper.
Grab it.
And so you kind of flick that out. The paper's this bit of sprig is actually in the paper, so you pull out both of them together, and it falls to the floor. But nobody's noticed, and you've got the bit of paper as the person walks past.
Okay, I'll head out. Throom, let's go. Come on. There's no rooms here, Throom. No more drinks. Come on.
Throom will slowly follow him, still grabbing drinks as they go past. Thank you, everybody.
And Dolores follows you out as you're doing that, and you walk out. And you hear her. Hey, excuse me, you didn't pay pay for those. And the two guys hearing that look at you. But see what you did for us the last time you were here. My friend, it's on the house.
Throom turns to go back in.
No! This way! Leave him to it. It caused more of a distraction.
I'm sorry we couldn't get your room. It's so busy. If you're looking for a place to stay, try over at Horse Place. Maybe he knows someone.
Thank you. We'll lead Throom in to have his drinks and kind of, head outside to the others.
Well, it's either drunk Throom or insane Throom. It's your choice at this point.
Is there a difference?
No.
I'll go outside. Throom's having a drink. He just wouldn't leave. I think he's got a problem, you know.
Yes. I don't know what has happened to him. What did you find?
That Ian does strange things to you, you know. Strange things. If he saw half what I saw. Whoa. Oh yeah, I've got this. There you go.
I
Oh
Pass
no,
that.
not you. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I was a friend here.
yeah.
My mage hand will drop the sprig I'm currently holding in my pocket, and the mage hand just flicks out and grabs the other one. And the piece of paper that Dank's had.
Is it the same?
They're the same.
I'll take a look at the paper. Is the paper also?
The same.
Fair enough. Okay, you said it looked like it could be pinned onto something, or it was designed to be pinned onto something. Can I sort of get one of them stuck onto my robe?
Yeah. And maybe you kind of put it into I don't know, some fold or
Like a
a tie
buttonhole.
or
I'll just
something like
cut
that.
a hole
Yeah.
with my claw. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. So you do that, and it smells nice. Yeah, it's not unpleasant. You've used chemicals before, in your you've used plants and stuff in some experiments, I guess. So yeah, it could be useful.
You think they're using them as some kind of form of identification?
It may be. If we need to know about them, we need to get inside there. So I wear one, I go inside.
Yes. Be careful, my friend. They are. Oh, they dislike your kind. It would appear.
Oh, your clothing may need to be changed. You are very clearly identifiable right now.
I am wearing the little plant.
Yes.
Over wizard robes.
He's not a wizard, my dear. I'm sure he will be fine, but you be careful.
I just start walking inside the inn.
And we do have another.
We did one bag and one.
No,
two
but we have
sprigs.
2 sprigs.
Oh, yes,
Don't they
we
need the bags as well?
Well, we do
One
not
of
know.
the
perhaps.
sprigs fell on the floor.
Mm.
And it kind of got pulled out along with that. So you've still got
I'm
one.
just wondering if he could just get in.
But
If they're
you could have
using
picked it up with that 22. Yeah, you could have quickly picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got two. Yeah, you've got two. You're on
Yeah.
22. That's
Mm.
pretty decent.
I'll just flick my claw, and my mage hand lifts out the other sprig and hands it around the group to whoever reaches
Yeah.
out for it.
Perhaps you
Dax.
want to go into.
Dax has got good stealth.
Yeah, I guess I go and I can be anti-magic.
But you
Remember-
are good at mixing in and not being seen.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
so maybe
Don't
go
worry
in.
about me. I'll look after him.
Hmm.
Excellent.
Yes.
I will do the talking. I
Yeah,
walk
that
inside
sounds
the
good.
inn and immediately head up the
I
stairs.
don't know him really, honest.
Yeah, and as
We
you
perhaps will visit the blacksmith and see if we can
okay.
get some rooms. That's
Yeah.
At this point, Throom comes back out the inn with multiple pints in his hand.
Okay, so we'll leave the inn just now, and we'll jump over to you guys who are heading over to. Who's going over to the blacksmith?
Throom will.
The soul will. Yeah.
I feel like he's not welcome in the pub much.
Is Throom just taking all the cops with him?
Yeah! Just having one as he goes.
He's not welcome because he never returns his glasses.
It's just a trail of glasses as we go.
Yeah, so you walk out over to the it's not far, and you see the dog barks at you. This kind of hairy, friendly looking dog. It's not aggressive or anything. It's just doing what it does. And you get this. Hang on a minute. I'm just gonna fast forward that track. There we go. The massive coal forge dominates the front building as you walk towards it in the south wall. There's a 4-foot tall steel anvil standing in the freeway, and as you get closer, you see the assortment of horseshoes, sword blades, armor plates, all that, crowding every surface. And there's a giant of a man just standing there. He's huge, and he's covered in soot, and he sees you walking over, and he lifts a hand up and he waves welcomingly. He's currently locked into a conversation with a man who doesn't look like he works there. He's everything about him looks like money. It's silk clothes. It's fine, wealthy looking clothes. He's not working there.
He doesn't carry a green bag.
And the what you do notice about him as you're observing him to see if he's got a green bag or not is that as you're getting closer in, I think, Saul, you're probably able to see this. Thrum, you see this as well. You've probably got the highest passive perception of the lot. But how that is,
We've got the
same. So the two of you notice this. There's an attempt at sleight of hand, but you pick up on it, and what you see is, as you're almost in the property at this point. The two of them are shaking hands, and as they shake hands, in the other hand, there's a key and a piece of folded paper gets handed over from the blacksmith to the noble, and the noble departs, and he walks past you.
I got a nod to him graciously as he walks past.
Yeah, I mean, he recognises your. He's not ignoring you. He nods back. He's got an air of, snootiness, sort of, but he's not impolite. He recognises you, and he says that. He seems.
Is he wearing a green bag?
No.
No, he's not. But he walks over towards the Sanguine Dawn. And Blackfoot welcomes you. Hello.
You must be the renowned blacksmith, Hurst Black. Sorry, what was it?
Blackfoot.
Blackfoot.
Renowned. What's your name?
Yeah.
Yes, that's me. Welcome to my shop. And you see that he's working on a cracked mace that you recognise.
Yeah.
You recognise.
That would be young Abel's mace, would it not?
Yes. It's clearly been doing what it's supposed to.
Must have been the user before him.
Maybe, but surprisingly, it is actually a very fine piece of work. One of the best I've seen around these parts for a while.
Not made by you?
No, the young lad said it was inherited from his father.
Yes.
I'm delighted to work.
Jacob Stig. Perhaps you've heard of him. He was a great adventurer, apparently.
So he said, yes.
The young boy is a friend of ours. We helped him out of a tricky situation outside of town. And he has suggested that perhaps we should speak to you about lodgings. That you may know someone that may be able to help us with some rooms for the evening.
Yes, certainly. And he points over to one of the houses. Everybody is staying here in towns, and the towns opened up their doors. I am able to offer you a space if you wish.
Well, actually, there are 5 of us in number.
Well, if you got the coin, there's not a problem.
Oh, I'm sure we have the coin. No, tell me, the well-dressed gentleman that just left, I'm sure I recognise him from somewhere. Who was it?
Oh, that's Roden. Him and his wife have rented the cabins. Blackfoot, they are here for this conference. For some arcane law that's being held at Sangoin Dawn.
The cabins, they're your property, are they?
Yes,
Oh, that would explain the key.
I'm doing well.
Did he react when I said that?
Roll perception.
21?
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's a bit shifty.
Hmm.
You get the sense that, yeah, he's
Is
maybe
he
not
a
wanting
part
to.
of the conference?
Yes, that's right. He's prominent in arcane law. He says that he's worked on trying to change the fortunes of Ostenwald and other surroundings. I wish him good luck, of course, but I don't see it changing.
So is he with these people, with the conference, or is he against them?
Oh, no. Yeah, I suppose he has some good points to say about why magic should be kept under wraps, but nothing I subscribe to.
Hmm. Well, the rooms then.
Yes. 5 of you say. It will be a bit of a squeeze.
We don't
But-
take up much room.
If you can pay 2 gold a night, then the cabin is yours.
Well, I'll hand over 2 gold. We're not sure how long we'll be staying in town for, so we'll pay by the night if that's agreeable.
Agreeable. He takes the gold and he goes off
Yeah.
and gets a key.
Mm.
And it's just a little cabin opposite. It's not much, but
Got a nice bed.
Does he just hand me the key normally?
what?
Does he just hand me the key normally?
What, in such a way as to give you a key? Yes, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a key.
No.
Just a key.
No. Yeah.
No piece of paper.
Mm. Interesting. I say that out loud
Mm-hmm.
as he hands the key over.
He doesn't react.
Do we
That's
not
what
get
you
a
do.
receipt too?
Yeah, I expected a little more ceremony. Didn't you, Thrun?
I did.
He gives you a quizzical look.
Hmm.
He looks at you and says, well, I'll know where you live.
Yes.
And we know where you live.
Well, thank you, Thrun. I was going to say that exact same thing.
And yeah, so you've secured lodgings. And the smith says, if you do decide to stay another night, please come over and pay once more or leave the key here. Whichever. Enjoy your stay.
We shall. And thank you. So we have lodging secure. Do we head back to the
As we
inn?
walk over to the lodgings, just to check where they are. So we need to find out more information. What about trying to speak to the guy that in charge of the town that he's suspected to have dealings with them?
That
He's
weak
lost.
mayor? I don't
Was
think
it
he
him?
would
Was it-
help.
Was the mayor Hoist or Horse? Was it him?
Horst is the guy we've just been speaking to, the blacksmith. Horst
Oh,
Blackfoot.
right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Forget everything I just said.
Renowned blacksmith.
Ah, missed that one. Who was the other name? I did. I just got.
Rodan is the guy that's just walked away from us, the noble-looking fellow.
No.
I don't think he's reminded us the mayor's name since we last played.
No.
So it won't be in your notes.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Anyway, him, the mayor
Mayor.
of the town, yeah.
He's probably still crying over that woman.
I'll just look in there. No, I don't see the name. I can't remember it either from previous, but
It was Mayor.
Mr. Mayor.
The mayor.
So,
I've written Mayor often enough in my notes to know that he did not have a name.
yeah.
Hey, number one. The big man.
We can call him.
How about Bryn, the mayor?
Lucan Berevan. How about that for a name? There we go. That's the mayor. There we go.
Yep.
The
So-
mayor.
Back in the bar. Who is left in the bar? Dak?
Yes, me and
Room?
our lovely mage friend.
No, I'm not there.
Oh, sorry, no.
It's me. I'm
Yeah.
the
So, turn
big
off.
wizard one.
You're there, and you see the two of you are standing together, I guess.
Not too close,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Um,
because he's 7 foot tall and, you know.
And it makes
Yeah.
you feel inferior.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. I don't want to cast in his shadow.
what's your play here while you're in this place? What are you trying to achieve?
I'm trying to walk up the stairs and getting to this meeting. It's pretty much that simple. He's going to walk up the stairs, find the first person who looks like they're guarding a meeting and go, hi.
Okay.
But with slightly more words.
I'm going to
Yeah.
kind of follow him up, but, you know, a little bit further back, you know, keeping up, ready to step in as needed.
And as you're walking up the stairs, at the top of the stairs, you find somebody, one of the staff from the inn, and she looks up and says, "Oh, hello. Can I help you?"
Yes, I am here for the meeting.
Sorry? Meeting?
Step aside.
It's an inn. We've got rooms. There's no meeting
Yes.
hall.
There are people gathering in the rooms.
Well, it's an inn. What do you think they're going to
Yes.
do?
I'm fully aware of where I am, thank you. I just walked past her.
You can't take some people anywhere, can you?
Um,
I'll wink at the young lady.
yeah, and she looks at you and says, "Oh, Are you from the Sons of Aspeth? Are you with them?
I just sort of turn around so I can see her with one eye and just nod very slightly.
I'll just wink.
Shh. Oh. You've not been here before then?
No.
You've not been to one of the meetings? You must be new. They've been here before, you know. They come every year, so give or take.
Yes, I am not local.
We travelled in.
Ah. Well, I'm sorry if you haven't got a room, but I think they're mostly meeting, when they do meet, they're downstairs.
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah, it's all right. And she looks a bit kind of befuddled. You not got a room then?
Sounds like there's a bit of commotion downstairs. There was some guy drinking all your beer, taking it off the tables, swigging it down, whiskey here, whiskey there. Crazy stuff down there. Crazy stuff. I'm surprised your mistress doesn't keep a better track of things. Hope she doesn't take out any of you ladies' salary.
Yeah. And she looks at you. Somebody else has come up the stairs at this point, and you recognise Alice. And she walks up. So, and you see Abel following up behind.
Excellent.
Abel?
And Abel.
Wink.
Yeah, he.
Enjoy yourself, mate.
And he says, "Oh." Ha! And he smiles. He grins.
Is she checking your wound? The old war wound. He's a brave adventurer, is Abel. He went in there and he fought that boar off.
Alice giggles.
I'm trying my hardest to ignore the bar stuff.
And they dip into one of the rooms at the back. And she says, "Don't get in trouble. Alice shouldn't do that. She's a terrible."
No means.
Yeah.
You don't want to be around here.
Wait, how?
If you've seen. Don't tell anyone you saw him go into the room.
No,
in fact, you don't want to be here at all. You want to be downstairs, out of the way, so you're not going to see a thing. And that way, you don't need to lie that you've seen them. You're just not going to have seen them.
That's right.
Yeah.
I quite agree.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go to my room now. Okay.
And she walks down the stairs.
I just
Looking a bit confused.
I think we did okay. Your stoic personality, my good looks and charms. Wow, what a team. Where are we going now?
I'm just going to. I still have no vision on this map, but I remember the upstairs had sort of 3 rooms in the same area. I'm just going to sort of stand in that corridor and listen and see if I can hear voices in any of the rooms.
Yes. Yes, you do. And as you're standing there, in fact, one of the rooms opens, and a couple walk out, looking pretty well dressed. And as they do that, they knock on the other door, and a couple of rather burly-looking guys, big, heavy-set humans, walk out, and the four of them say, and look at you quizzically.
Now, where did I put my room key? Don't mind us. You go on down. It's okay.
We have not seen you here before.
We're new.
No, I don't think you are.
What, not new?
I
I don't know you, so that means you're new to me, so that means I'm new to you.
You're not a member of the Sons, but yet we find you in our lodgings.
Well, it's an inn.
I am a
Which
member of
we
what I
have
choose to be a member of, and at this moment, I'm a member of the Sons. I
And
have been given this specific task, and I would thank you not to question me.
he takes a look at you. Roll persuasion or deception, depending.
I was aiming for deception because I'm clearly not a member of the anti-magic guild.
Yeah, I think deception does.
Oh yeah, there's my rolls. Thanks.
Yeah. So he takes a look at you. And he just says, you know, possibly I think that you may well be a practitioner of the magical arts.
Me? No, not a chance.
Am I correct?
Couldn't dabble this and
Why
that
would
there.
I be here if I practiced magical arts? That is exactly what we are fighting to stop. The people of the region have spoken against our laws. We must stop them from practicing their magics.
So why are you dressed in the finest garb?
I have been infiltrating the Dinza guilds in Odenburg. I have come back here to report on my infiltration.
Well, I apologize. The Sons of Aspeth are always on the lookout for new recruits. I suspect, though, you may want to change into something a little more befitting of our creed, yes?
Yes, I intend to. I was looking for a room in which I could do that. And as it turns out, as soon as I come up here, you open your doors. May I? I just have to gesture towards the door.
And he points to the other one where the heavies came out of.
That would be much better. I will walk towards the door that they came out of.
But I'm not going to go in and watch. I'm going to stand here and wait for him. Nice inn, isn't it?
Yes.
Smells a little bit like there's some magical stuff going on here in the past, though. It's a funny smell about the place. Don't know what it is. Damn witches and wizards. Always getting into mischief, causing us trouble.
Indeed. It is a plague on all of Lemuria.
Absolutely burned a lot of them. Burned a lot of them, I say.
And we, the Sons of Aspeth, hope to find similarly minded folks to help and join our cause.
Excellent, yeah. That sounds good.
Now,
These, yeah.
if you'll
Trying times they are.
If you'll excuse me, I
Don't let me hold you up. Yeah,
need to
you're okay.
prepare for my evening lecture.
Ah, looking forward to it. Should be fun. Hopefully there's a bit of humour in there as well.
It's-
Well, these mages are, silly.
I'll just lean out
Yeah,
the door. And
we
go,
need to
Please
burn them
excuse him. I picked him up along the way. He has some useful skills, and his speech is not among them. I stick my head back in.
He's quite
Yes.
abrupt at times.
And he hands you-
Yeah.
He says that. He says, "Look out for this. The title of my lecture this evening will be Mage Hand, a helpful ally, or a seductive tool of the Danavikarti." And he sort of grins.
Okay. I'll look for it, yeah. Mage hand. Yeah. Got ya.
Yeah.
Well, you better go and prepare then. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. Looking forward to it.
And he stands at the top of the stairs and he turns around to his house. Just make sure he leaves the room, yes? And
I
walks.
will ignore that disparaging comment on my character.
He walks down with his partner.
I'm just gonna go into this room that the big heavies were in, and first of all look for some clothes that might fit me. I wasn't that prepared.
Okay, so you're going to rake through somebody's wardrobe.
Pretty much. That's why I
I'm
was
sure-
hoping for the room with the heavies in, because I'm
Yeah,
massive.
because they're bigger. Yeah, they're not quite as tall as you.
Under my
Um,
robe, I'm wearing sort of basic cotton pants, but I'm not wearing like an entire outfit that would be suitable for visiting people who aren't mages.
You need to swap clothes with Throom. I'd imagine Throom doesn't wear very much. That's the thing.
So you find bags.
And that's it.
There's a couple of bags, big leather, hold all type things, and you rake through them, and you find like it's a cassock or some sort of robe that folds over. It looks this kind of plain pair of stitched breeches of some description. They're a bit short. They come up to somewhere above your ankles, and they're a bit baggy as well. I imagine these guys are a bit heavier set than you. But yeah, you can stash your robes into your backpack, and you can have some civvy clothing.
Yeah. I just borrow some of their clothes, and I'll move the little sprig of herb to the new shirts that I then put on, the cassock that I then put on, and dress myself appropriately. Stash my robe, and then just step out of the room again and close the door behind me.
Yeah. And the heavies look at you as you walk out of the room. They're not very bright, these guys.
Don't recognise you wearing their clothes.
Are the clothes a little bit tight, a little bit straining?
They're not. They're actually the opposite, because I imagine.
I'm not heavily built.
Yeah,
I'm
but
big.
they're a bit short on his legs. They're kind of halfway up his.
He
halfway up
invents
his
3/4
ankles.
pants.
Yeah.
I've tried to cover it up with my boots, and it does not work.
Very stylish, very stylish.
Just a very obvious blue streak of my scales.
So the heavy doesn't notice the one that he took clothes from, and he walks down the stairs. And he walks over to the room, and he takes the key out and he locks it. And then the other one walks down the stairs.
Excellent. Thank you for your use of the room. I will follow them down the stairs.
Yeah. So the inn is people filing into the back room. There's about 3 people that you see walking through and into the back room.
I will follow the group and sort
Okay.
of squeeze my way into wherever they're meeting.
Yeah. Roll perception, both of you, as you're following these guys.
1 second. Hey, a decent roll. That's a change.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oops.
You hear a couple of the staff watching them as they walk past, and one of them says, "You can't trust them. They tip well. They always say please and thank you. You can't trust them." And yeah, you kind of walk past that. make your way into the room. They're just standing talking at this point, gathered round.
I'll just I'll look around for the couple that I saw upstairs.
Yeah, and you see this character, and he's shaking hands, and he's ordering drinks for the people that are there, and he's just generally being quite ebullient and outgoing, and he looks at you coming in, and he says, well, it's always good to see new faces. I apologize, I was taken a bit by surprise. I see you've dressed more suitably. And he looks at the sprig that you've got. Interesting, very good, yes. How long have you known about us? Where did you hear us? How long are you staying for in town? Are you going to be joining us for the whole conference?
I intend to, yes. I was from the Summerlands. I first heard of you there some years ago and was tasked with infiltrating the Secrets of the Righteous, a horrendous guild of Dinser mages. They disgust me. It was felt that with my heritage that I would more easily blend in with them, and having spent time there, I had to flee Oldenburg in a hurry. Obviously this was why I came back to you with such wrong attire. But with my thanks, I've changed into something more suitable.
Oh, I see, and it's just you and your friend, is it?
Just me and the help.
Oh.
I needed him to escape Oldenburg. He's been following me around. He may be of some use. He has some skill with his hands.
How are you liking the town so far?
I have only seen it for the time it took to walk to here. Ask for directions on the road.
I think we need another perception roll here. You've been asked quite a few questions, and let's see how well you're pulling this off.
I am the most charismatic Dragonborn sorcerer in Ameria, with my 12.
Yeah. Well, perhaps you'd like a drink. Yes?
Certainly.
And he goes, he gets to drink, and yeah, he says, so, he turns around to the others. We have some interesting parties here. It's proving to be very eventful. And they look you up and down and say, welcome. And another female elf comes over and says, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. You seem so big and very capable. Your friend is your staff, I heard you say. How long have you worked together?
Only for the time it took to travel here from Oldenburg. I needed him in my escape from the city. Unfortunately, I have burnt the bridges I had there.
I see. Well, I hope you'll be joining us for this evening's lecture.
I will. I have heard it will be quite thrilling. The topic sounds interesting to me. I saw the disgusting Dinser in Oldenburg using this mage hand. The laziness they display not using their real hands. We need to put a stop to this.
Yes. Alta really does give a rousing speech. And he says, ha! And on that note, I must depart. It's a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you later on.
I'm glad to have met you.
And he walks off, and his heavies follow him. Yeah, so at that point, let's cut back to the idle conversation continues between you and the remaining people in the room. What have the others been up to while this has been going on?
We've been checking out the place, haven't we? That we got the key to.
Yeah, we'd have gone to the cabin that we have a key to.
Yeah, nothing of any particular excitement. Just a single room with some beds, cots in them. It's functional, but that's kind of it really. Just a space with a roof and some walls. You're out the wind, you're out the rain.
Perhaps we should get back to the Sanguine Dawn. Our companions may need our assistance if they land themselves in any trouble.
Yes, I could do with a drink. Muted.
Yeah, muted, my dear.
Maybe Lou was speaking with some locals regarding the change of temperament to do with the blacksmith. Was that? Did it occur?
Actually, did we get a time on that? We just know that he's connected to these guys in
He
some way.
was a drunk and all the rest of it, and then he suddenly became better.
turned
How long
his
ago
life
was it?
around when it wasn't like last week or anything, was it? It was.
No. It's been a few years.
And they've been holding this conference for quite a while at the... Yeah.
Yes. I don't think you know this yet, but Dak and Turnroth do. Yeah, it seems like they've been here for about 5 years or so.
Why here?
Maybe we should speak to the mayor.
He was a blithering idiot before. Might be easy to get some information out of him.
Would he
If
not
knows
have?
anything.
Or would he not have had to allow such an event?
I don't think that mayor has any power or
I
authority
agree.
over anyone in this town. Maybe
He must.
Laura's in the inn. She may be able to help us more. She is the one that seems to hold more sway with the local populace. I'm right in thinking, in saying that. It
The
was there,
mayor is a
wasn't it?
blithering idiot. We might be able to get information from him.
As you're walking in to the Sanguine Dawn, an elf with a fine female elf in his arm, walking with two heavies behind, flanking him, walk out down the path towards you.
Is this the same elf that Carl's in the pub?
The same elf and the same one that you saw at the blacksmith's.
Oh. Master Rodin, so good to see you again, and so soon.
He looks up.
We very almost met at the blacksmith's.
Oh, hello. Yes. Are you here for the conference?
After a fashion.
Everyone here has joined for this. It's going to be quite an interesting and enlightening opportunity to help rid ourselves of the infestation that is conjuration magic. Don't you agree? And his wife nods.
Well, I do not understand the policy of your little group, I'm afraid. Perhaps you could enlighten us a little further. Obviously, we're not members of your fraternity, and we're unable to gain access to your conference.
Huh. Yes. Huh. Well, he looks at Throng. Now you three traveling together?
Why?
Yes. Now, Throom. It's just an innocent question, I'm sure. Yes, the three of us are travelling together. Well, perhaps are you two travelling together also? I mean, that's an obvious question, but I'm still asking it.
My wife is here. We are somewhat prominent. We're looking forward to tonight's lecture.
A lecture? Well, that does sound interesting. Pray tell, what is this lecture about?
Well, I believe tonight's lecture will be on the use of Mage Hand and why it is a burden on our society. I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Oh, you have strong opinions on this thing yourself?
Why, of course, the very foundation of our group is to try to change the laws in this part of the world. It simply won't stand. But yourself, where do you position yourself when it comes to the use of magic?
I am not a magic user. Although,
Good.
You know, there are times when it was most useful when I served on the battlefield.
And he looks through. He says, "Well, if you must excuse me, I am delighted to meet you, and I wish you a fine stay." And he,
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Did I offend you in some way? That was
No.
not my intention.
I am already on my way to somewhere, and it is merely that I must continue upon that journey. But I look forward to seeing you this evening. Perhaps we could discuss further in the Sanguine Dawn.
That would be wonderful. I would very much like you to listen to your argument. Perhaps you have a convert right here in front of you.
And he looks at Throm again. Yes, I'm sure that would be ideal.
What did the blacksmith give you with the key?
Oh yes, that.
It's and he looks at you as you say that. He says, "Oh, this is somewhere that I will be able to access, and well, some of our meetings are best held in places where prying ears and eyes, you understand, of course." And he looks at you kind of quizzically to try and determine, as if to get your allegiances, whether you've been, telling him or feeding him. But not everybody is so appreciative of our views, and we like to have a quiet space away, and our blacksmith friend has given us such a place in the woods. It's a cabin where we can meet in peace.
That's very kind of him. He's a member of your order too, is he?
No, No, he's not. But, well, business is business. I suspect our coin is as good as any's, irrespective of his views on magic. He keeps them to himself, and wise it is too.
Yes.
And then he walks and he says, well, I will see you this evening. I look forward to meeting you.
I'm sure this town very much appreciates your turning around the blacksmith's attitude.
Yeah, roll perception if you're going to try and... I assume you're trying to get something out of this.
I am. I'm trying to get a rise out of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. When you say that, you get narrowing of eyes slightly as he tries to perceive you, and you get a feeling that you're being assessed.
Yeah.
You get the feeling that he's watching you and trying to get to grips with what you've just said, and whether or not you are someone who is insightful or just lucky.
Well, I do not wish to keep you from your business. I shall enjoy. Well, I shall look forward to speaking to you later.
And they nod, both him and his wife.
A pleasure to meet you too, madam.
Pleasure's mine, thank yes. And they introduced themselves, right? Did they introduce themselves at the beginning?
He's Rodan. We know that Rodan.
Yeah,
We don't know
Iker
his
Rodan
voice,
is.
though.
Yeah, so he would have said that.
Yeah.
That. So it's Iker Rodan and his wife Ashara.
Ashara.
So, we need to infiltrate them and find out what they want, find out what they're doing.
Well, he mentioned some cabin in the woods. We could perhaps lean on the blacksmith and find out exactly where that is.
You want me to follow them now?
I do not
Keep to
know
the
if he's heading
shadows.
there immediately.
I could follow them and keep to the shadows and try and listen in on them tonight.
All right, but be careful. Through. Perhaps we could also entice the location from our friend, the blacksmith.
Do you mean in a diplomatic way?
I think in any way that is necessary.
Throom kind of just smiles.
I'll follow them, and I'll keep to the bushes and follow them. I'm basically gonna follow them to their cabin, and I'm gonna listen into any of their conversations and stuff like that.
They're going into town to the market. And you follow
Still gonna
them.
follow them. Yeah,
Yeah, you
I'm just
follow them.
following
Might
them
be-
through.
might
I'm
be
just
useful.
listening. I'm just generally like mixing in with the crowd, staying close, listening to anything they have to say, anything they say to any people. Just see if I can pick anything information up that might, give us some more information.
Roll stealth and roll perception. And let's see.
Stealth is 15. What did you say? Perception. Perception. Twist. Oh, 14. A 15 and a 14.
Okay. We'll take that in mind as you try to keep to the shadows and merge in whether the heavies that they have are watching. Yeah, that's gone past midnight, guys. I don't know if we want to leave it there before the evening carries us away too far.
Might be an idea.
Yeah, sounds good.
Probably better see as the stream's not with us tonight.
He's having fun with the sound.
No.
Audio
Okay.
fun and games.
Standard technology, guys. You leave it for 2 weeks and it's just all... Nothing wants to work.
Well, We'll have a play with it tomorrow night. I'll rephrase that.
Yeah, I do apologise for all the popping and cracking everyone has been having on the stream. We are tirelessly trying to pinpoint what it actually is. As soon as we do, something's going to get hit with a hammer.
Oh God, I hope it's not me.
Yeah, do apologise.
I guess I better stop doing the hissing and popping then.
So, thank you for everyone on stream for actually bearing with that. We will get it sorted.
It's just the background noise of being with Dragonborn every time a scales clip together.
Cool.
Yeah. If we knew what it was, Bongmaster, we've got enough tech people around us right now.
We'll get it sorted tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll get it sorted tomorrow.
I know what the answer is, but I like them to all find out the hard way and learn and teach themselves how to make these problems go away.
Yeah. Andrew's our super tech wizard.
That's it, yeah. To make these problems go away.
Yes.
And
That sounds like my excuse.
No way.
You don't want to solve puzzles.
If I tell you, you won't get the satisfaction of learning. So I'll let you solve the
learning
problem.
is so satisfying, don't you think?
And
Angie has just recently travelled back from Cupertino, where she was consulting, and is now happily playing with us and just letting us fumble our way through technology that she herself invented.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
yeah.
Built with her bare hands.
So anyway, guys, we are going to
Yep.
call it tonight because it was late one last night, and I think poor old Infinity is about to blow a gasket. But don't forget to go over to the Discord channel because we have some great things coming up this month. Next Friday we have Shadow of the Demon Lord. Not actually playing it. We are going to be.
No. What are you talking about? You're getting confused.
I am, no. Shadow of the Demon Lord Part 2. Yes, I am getting confused. Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Which is run by some old pirate.
You know what? I feel really satisfied that I solved that problem right there.
Shut up. And, yeah, and then we will have the second part or third part or second part of 4, 3, 2, I don't know how many it will be, of Atrophy of the Flesh on Saturday.
Yep.
And then Monday the 16th, we are having a chat session where we need people with knowledge.
Or opinions. Or both.
Obviously, I won't be on that one.
Knowledge? What are you on about?
Yeah. So that's open to anyone that wants to join. Anyone else that wants to join in that one, because we're looking at different pros and cons of a crunchy game to a light game, because obviously we've played Cthulhu Dark and we've played D&D, we've played all these different versions, and we've got different results out of all of them. So yeah, so if anyone wants to jump in on that one that has any kind of knowledge, I'll just be trolling from the background because yeah.
You don't need knowledge.
Because whatever I say would be wrong probably, so it's best if I don't. Then the Friday after we have got Blades in the Dark.
Ooh.
But it's going to be an introductory session for explaining how you play, because it is a different way of playing. But I did understand it, so that is a very good thing to go with.
So it's got the Ange seal of simple rules sticker.
Simplicity.
Yeah, I understood it and I managed to get my head around it. So but we're going to explain that, and we might even get around to rolling some characters or making the group up, which we will do, which you do together, so we won't be doing that on that one. And then we're going back on Saturday the 21st to Mutants and Masterminds. We might have a new player in that one. We had 2 spaces on that one. I think we might have pulled somebody else in today for that one, so we're going to do we've got a couple of weeks to get that sorted, but there is a space. Yeah, another space for that one on there. And then we have our offline D&D Tasters, well, it's a learning one really. We do an offline one for some, and we've got Jessica joining that one. She's going to run for a couple of weeks, and then we might do a swap out and bring some other people in. But basically, it's a really laid back, really chilled session for learners. If we stop the game to sit and discuss a rule for 10 minutes, we'll stop and discuss a rule. It's just It's just what we do on that one. And then we have the Monkey Pirates again on Friday the 27th, run by Trolls. I haven't sorted that one yet, so I need to fill that one up with people. I'll get onto that this week. And then we're waiting for somebody to make a decision of what is running on the 28th. Some old pirate.
What was that? I completely missed that.
Yeah, what are you running on the 28th? Casting the Runes?
We don't know.
Actually, we ought to maybe casting the runes just
Casting the Runes.
because it's brand spanking new, and we're probably the only people streaming it at the moment, which would be interesting. Maybe
Yes.
we should do that.
Okay, I'm going to change it. We're doing Casting the Runes on the 28th, ran by some old pirates. So, yeah, so I'm going to open that up. I'll open that up on Monday for anyone that wants to join it or have a go, and we'll have a look and fill the spaces on that one. And then the Monday after that, we are having a chat session on the pros and cons of sandbox or railroad campaigns. So, yeah, all that could be changed because I just wrote these titles using words that I think I know and understand.
Just words.
They're just words.
Just put words.
I put words down and ran with it, and they let me do it, and they didn't tell me any otherwise. So.
Also,
Yeah.
on Discord, if you're interested, anyone out there who's got Divinity 2, we are looking into two possibilities. We are looking at doing a playthrough, possibly here on Infinite Monkey Tales. But we're also looking maybe doing a cheeky little campaign off with their system, because they actually allow you to.
Little devil.
I think we definitely got something we can easily do on that. So it might be interesting to see if we could do. So, but we need people with Divinity 2. So if you've got Divinity 2 and you're interested in doing it, not sure if any of it's going to be streamed, but we definitely will be doing it to try out anyway. If you're interested, give us drop yourself onto our Discord and just give us a wave and let us know you're interested, and maybe having something coming up on that. So
I've not played it, Jade, but I have it, and they
No.
took me. They took me into this special version that they did the other night. Honest to God, they just used me as a lamb to the slaughter. Honestly, I had dragons land on my head. They were drowned. They did all sorts of terrible things to me. It was horrendous. But
It looked great, by
It
the
was
way. I
brilliant.
was really impressed.
it was.
with
It
what I
was
saw.
really
Yeah.
clever. Yeah, it was really cool. So
So yeah, but so we're looking to get together a couple of people who might be interested in doing that. It will probably be during the week at some point, maybe like a Tuesday or a Wednesday sort of thing. So if you're interested in doing something on that, or if you've not played it and you want to play it, and you've got it because it was on Humble Bundle not too long ago, drop us a message. We are looking to get a party together. I don't know what the maximum party is on that.
It would be 4.
Is it 4? Yeah. So let us know
yeah,
if
we'll
you're
swap in
interested.
and out weekly,
Yeah.
can't we? We can swap in and out with that one. It's not
Yeah.
a problem.
But it's a good because it doesn't need a GM and it's still quite Dungeons and Dragons sort of stuff. But yeah, so if you're interested into that, like I said, get into Discord and just give us a wave and let us know that you're interested. And when we do come to look at doing something, we'll pull you into a little chat room somewhere and beat you up.
But on a completely different note, if you are able to access a computer in the week at lunchtime and you want to see our lovely GM in some very fetching trousers,
Tight pants.
tight pants,
Pants.
ranting,
Rams,
Tight
pants,
pants.
tight pads.
Croy's other channel is VR, and he has decided to do a fitness thing every day in the
Trying to get
week
fit.
on VR.
It's
And
like
he wears
Mr.
some
Motivator all over
splendid tight pants when he's doing it, and
Yeah.
every day he gets more and more views, and I think it's just to see the tight pants and the sweating and the breathing and the
So-
ranting, and it's just amazing. So everybody, please go over and follow him, and make sure about 1 o'clock in the week you go
Yeah.
and see these tight pants.
Go-
It's just
And fanny packs.
Yep.
Fanny packs.
it's just amazing.
And cheer on our good old K Roy and get him motivated.
I'm
Okay.
so glad that I can
Okay
compete
to
at
the
that
Roy.
level. Amaranth has got nothing on me. Amaranth has got nothing on me at all. My ASMR, best ASMR in the world.
Honest to God.
So, yeah.
I sat in McDonald's car park the other day watching him, and my daughter went, "What on earth are you listening to?"
That's just absolutely perfect. I was sat in McDonald's watching a fitness stream.
So, yeah.
And
Check
he
that
was
out.
like,
Only my wife.
So you need to go. So everybody quickly go over there if you've not followed him and press that follow button because it's midweek classic TV. Streaming, whatever. Sorry, Croy.
Thank you for that shout out. That's an awesome development. Please do hit that follow. Jump over there, hit that follow button. We do chilled out VR streams as well during the week, so you'll find us doing Cube VR. We're doing Orbis VR as well, and we've been playing with Kadari.
Yeah.
And we've been playing with Infinity and also Mark. But if anybody else,
No, you don't play with Infinity. Infinity plays with you and tortures you all.
with the deer.
No,
I was.
He was a murder hobo. He is a murder hobo in this game. He killed everything that had anything that was targetable on it. It didn't matter if it was big, it didn't matter if it was small, it didn't matter if it was deer. Oh, Russ!
It's gonna be funny.
Tomorrow, go to Croy's channel because he has nearly 3 hours tomorrow to show us House Flipper in VR because
half an hour already.
Half an
hour, my arse.
Barely 20 minutes. It was barely 20 minutes, and I spent fucking points on that.
We all put channel points into it because he didn't think we'd do it, and he went, "Oh, if you all do these channel points, I'll buy House Flipper and play for you because you hate it."
Yeah.
He didn't play
it took us about 10 minutes for the channel just to do his points, and now he has to play 3 hours of House Flipper.
I really screwed up there. I totally made a mistake about how easy I made that. I thought incorrectly that it was a total of 2,000 points that any single player could donate to it. Therefore, I thought that would be fair enough. But actually, what it is it's 2,000 points a day.
No, I actually jumped in Discord. I was going to people, go to his channel, go to his channel.
And I am suffering. And you will suffer with me. Oh, yes, you will. The rants, they may or may not be tight pants, but there will be rants. I guarantee rants.
He was ranting the other day. He was actually picking up furniture in House Flipper, and then he did.
Yeah.
He did
He
sweeping.
took the idea of House Flipper literally. That was the problem.
Rage sweeping was the best.
Why do people?
I can't wait. 3 hours of watching Croy sweep a room is going to be fantastic.
Oh, it was so much fun.
So yeah. Anyone else doing anything?
I'll get my. I'll get it. I'm writing it. My book of grudges. My book of grudges is drawn.
Oh, I'm sorry, we went totally off topic, but follow him because he gets to troll us in D&D and Cthulhu and all the rest of it, and we get to troll him on his channel.
It's hard to know where the circle started, actually.
Yeah.
All we know is it just keeps on. Brilliant.
No worries. Well, thank you,
Before
everyone.
you go, chat, I'd just like to say, let's play some fucking games together.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And that's it. And on that bombshell. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. As always, it's a pleasure. So, and again, apologies for any tech issues we've had during the stream.
We're good.
And I apologise once again for Angela's swearing.
Yeah, I know. We'll get her to control it one day, guys. We do apologise.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Bye!
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye!
I don't think I swore.
Yes, you did.